The rapid development of information technologies and the Internet have significantly increased the use of online resources and social media in Europe. Often, we, as users, have to agree or opt in to let a company use our data. This means, in order to use a website, we have to tick boxes of clear pre-established data uses. Our personal data is exposed every day to digital platforms such as Meta, Twitter, and Google. In this context, how does the European Union protect our data from being misused, and how this affects our lives? Hi, my name is Paula. I am from Ecuador and I have been living in Ireland for almost 3 years. As an international student in Ireland, I have realized the importance of knowing how the European laws protect my personal data and the one of citizens residing in the EU. That's why today I will be explaining to you how the General Data Protection Regulation, the GDPR, works and how it protects our data. The GDPR came into effect across the European Union on May 25, 2018. The GDPR is the first European Union legislation that includes guidelines on what companies can and cannot do with our personal data and how they can use it. Besides, it gives more control to us as users in how our data is being processed and collected. It also makes companies more transparent, as they have to justify all what they do with our personal data, regardless if the data processing takes place in the European Union territory or not. The GDPR was introduced because prior European Union laws did not include the protection of sensitive information on the Internet. Now, under the GDPR law, the potential penalties if a company fails to comply are massive. For instance, it can go up to €20 million fine, or 4% of the company's annual turnover. But let's talk about personal data, because under the GDPR, personal data is any type of information relating to our identity. For instance, our name, phone number, identification number or ID, location data or IP or VPN, or username or online identifier, for naming a few. Other important categories that apply for the protection of sensitive data include race, sexual orientation, political opinions, religion, photos, and health data. If you are living in Ireland as well as I am, you might be wondering, how may this affect our lives here? Keep in mind that nearly every part of our life can be digital. Photos, emails, locations, purchases, etc. In this manner, our personal information is constantly being collected by companies and governments. Furthermore, Ireland is the main hub in Europe for the largest technology companies, such as Apple, Facebook, Twitter, and Google. This means that a high volume of EU citizens' data is processed in Irish territory. Therefore, we, as users, need our data to be protected and kept safe. The good news is that Ireland have introduced a new legislation on May 24, 2018, known as the Data Protection Act 2018. This act establishes the Data Protection Commission as the Ireland Data Protection Authority. So, at the European level, our personal data is being protected under the GDPR, and at the national level, such as here in Ireland, under the Ireland Data Protection Act. Therefore, if a company wants to keep our data, it must prove our consent with our name and email address in their system. From now onwards, companies have to show lawful and transparent reasons to keep and process our data. Finally, as you can see, the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation and subsequent national legislations protect our fundamental rights and freedoms, and in particular, our right to the protection of our personal data. This means that the European Union empowers European citizens and residents, accepting their data to be filled with private companies, and protects them from the misuse of data.